your silence, I'm going to start punching dicks.
Now there's plenty of bad shows out there, or good shows that end up bad. There's one in particular that everyone's gonna think of when I say that. But I have found a gem on Apple TV, and that gem is Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is an incredibly entertaining, heartwarming show about an American football coach who gets hired to coach a Premier League soccer team who is facing relegation if they still suck at the end of the season. Now, relegation in the Premier League is that the bottom two teams get booted to a lower division, and then a lower tier team to two lower tier teams get moved up. So these guys are facing relegation if they're still in the bottom two at the end of the season. And the woman who hires him hates the team and wants it to burn down because it was her ex-husband's favorite thing ever. And so that's why she hired an American football coach, and in hopes that he would ruin everything. Of course, he turns out to be a freaking great guy, and everyone loves him. He's infectious, and people can't help but love him, as exemplified by the opening credits, where he sits down and all the seats start to change colors. Ted Lasso is not only a clown and goofy, he's positive, he's funny, he's witty. A lot of the humor in the show comes from the differences between Britain and England, between British culture and American culture.
How do you take your tea?
Well, usually I take it right back to the counter because someone's made a horrible mistake.
While Ted Lasso is a lovable character and a classic fish out of water, the show is full of lovable characters. Even Roy Kent, the classic, cold...
I'm Roy Kent, and I get paid to play a game. But I'm mad all the time.
He's freaking awesome. Keely is
Solid entrance.
just a ray of sunshine.
What would you rather be, a lion or a panda?
So not a hand, or blow, or foot.
Foot. Oh, you're right. Technically, it would be feet, right?
Rebecca, while her character being the one that wants everyone to fail may seem like she's a villain, we get to know her, and the show actually is full of nuanced characters. Every character has stuff going on outside of the team, outside of the game, outside of what we're generally focused on in the show. Even Jamie, who is Jamie Tart, probably the most unlikable character on the show, we get to understand him, and he's a complex character. He's not just the arrogant asshole, and he very easily could have been that flat, but this show is full of wonderfully written characters, and I love how they interact and how their relationships develop.
What are you saying sorry to him for?
Being accountable matters, Jamie. Blew my brains out with those beautiful breasts of yours.
He's a piece of shit.
If his brain was on fire, I wouldn't piss in his ear.
The team bond with each other and with him, and to see how much he helps each of them improve. His coaching he doesn't coach he isn't as focused on the game. He doesn't really know anything about soccer. He's focused on his team and the players. His co-coach or assistant coach is the one that focuses on the game. He's a chess champion that learned soccer on the flight there. So it's a really entertaining show. It's positive, it's loving, it's got some great freaking lines.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves.
Okay.
Boy, that is bad. Somebody ought to check this thing's prostate.
I really can't say enough good things about the show. It's so well written, and Ted Lasso just gives you hope for humanity. It makes you realize that one person, one infectiously positive person, can change the lives of everyone around them. And I highly recommend the show. Season 2 is coming out July 23rd, if I remember correctly. So it's not far away. If you watch this whole show, then you'll be ready, this whole first season, then you'll be ready for season 2. And I can't wait, because this show really I was teetering when I saw Mythic Quest, like maybe I should get an Apple TV subscription, and then I saw Ted Lasso, and I want to watch this show over and over again. I love it. Honestly, it's a beautiful show, and I highly recommend it to everyone. It's got some sexuality in it and stuff, but nothing too crazy. So, Ted Lasso, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hey, one last thing. And I want everyone's eyes on me when I say this. Look at me.